So a big shout out to anyone who remembers this one. This is No One Lives Forever. It's an espionage, spy thriller, first-person stealth shooter set in the 60s, and it's kind of aping the spy movies of that era, but also it reminds me of Austin Powers, which was kind of doing the same thing, but do with that info what you will. This one was developed by Monolith, a company whose releases held a lot of prestige for any fans of the first-person genre back in the day. They created things like Blood, Fear, Condemned, and are working on right now... Wonder Woman. Ooh, Wonder Woman. Can't wait to play the Wonder Woman game. This is another classic I played as a kid, which is now, unfortunately, in this unending state of intellectual property rights hell, so after you finish this video, you'll probably never hear about this game ever again. Unless I make a video about No One Lives Forever 2, then I guess you'll hear about it in that video. Regardless, enjoy the full experience of this incredible 2000s shooter, but first, check this out. My god, why is this happening to me? All I want to do is watch the new season of Anime Man with Weapon, but apparently it's blocked in Australia. I didn't want to have to do this again so soon, but it's time to make another pact. I have come seeking aid. I wish to venture to many winding roads of the internet, consume my fill of its fruits, but there are those who would obstruct my gaze. I need your guidance and protection. NordVPN. Oh yeah, sure man. No worries. Thank you. Today's sponsor is the gargantuan god of cybersecurity, a monolithic scythe that cuts through all the crap using the internet nowadays and just lets you get on with your browsing, your viewing, your downloading, whatever you're online for, NordVPN will have your back. Using the link in the description of this video will allow you to sign up to NordVPN risk-free with a 30-day money-back guaranteed. Within minutes, you're going to be cruising cyberspace, not a care in the world whether the content there is region-locked or not. If what you're after isn't available in your country, simply pull up NordVPN's extremely easy-to-use app and connect to a country with better taste. Oh, and don't worry about what you're watching there either, because NordVPN is a privacy-oriented and benevolent deity. They don't track what you get up to online, and they'll never share your activities with anybody. Your data is encrypted and your digital footprint is a mirage. NordVPN will give you unparalleled access to the World Wide Web while also making sure you're safe from malicious cyber attacks such as phishing or ransomware. Check out the link in the description below. Take advantage of the amazing cybersecurity NordVPN has to offer, and a big thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring this video and keeping me, no, all of us, safe online. Now back to No One Lives Forever. So after this great introduction and a briefing about these agents of Unity being killed by this mysterious assassin with a calling card of a regal finale, also known as, I believe it's just a lily, there's also talk of a traitor among us. Don't say among us, man. Among our ranks, which I'm sure will never come up again. We're introduced to our protagonist of the game, Cate Archer, a former cat burglar turned super spy. Now, a female lead in a first-person game of this era was already wild, let alone ones that were this well written and portrayed.
It is not my ambition to be charming.
Well, that's fortunate.
Now, our bosses are the Chief, you can tell because that's his face on the wall there, and also Smithy, who is immediately an ass, and I'll treat him that way in any of the dialogue choices I get given. Also worth mentioning is as soon as I walked into the elevator to go to the training course, my game crashed. It's like a meta-worthy cursed elevator, but a cursed elevator nonetheless.
What do you make of all that talk of a traitor?
It wouldn't be the first time we've had leaky plumbing. Still, it's disquieting to say the least.
It's happened before?
Once. Turned out they'd been compromised by the chief's very own administrative assistant. He'd sold us out for a measly 50 quid.
50 quid?
Astonishing, isn't it? Trading men's lives for such a pittance. But spies are rarely well compensated for their treason. I wouldn't be surprised if this new mole is equally underpaid.
Well, I hope when they catch the bastard, they put a bullet right between his eyes. And maybe a boot up his arse for good measure.
So our first mission is Misfortune in Morocco, and I'll be real with you here. This is mostly a glorified target practice. You have to protect this mostly blind, mostly deaf American ambassador, who I'm fairly sure is incredibly racist.
I say, don't you people have jobs?
I would let him just get sniped, but unfortunately that fails the mission. I'm sure he'll get his comeuppance at some point.
Would you like me to call out the targets for you?
Hell no, I'm not a rookie. I don't know if this affects
Where's
anything,
the challenge
but...
in that? I just hope there are enough to keep me busy.
See? Cate
You
gets
may
it.
regret that sentiment. It's down.
Oops. Also, this incredibly cursed sound effect continues to play. I remember as a kid, I thought this was weird as well, and I'm honestly not sure what it's supposed to be. Like a camel? Someone screaming? If you know what this sound effect is, you'll have to let me know.
Take care of yourself.
First, I'm going to take care of some evildoers.
Oh, be sure to check the mail before you go.
Hey, what the hell? I was stealthy as hell. I killed like 24 of you guys. Good God, I guess stealth is out of the equation here. You thought this was a hairpin? This is a picklock, baby.
What did you have in mind?
Something quiet and romantic. It's for our anniversary.
Looks like she'll need a new husband.
This vacation is exactly what I needed.
I wanted to go to France, but Clark insisted on coming to Morocco.
Clark, you're a weirdo, mate. Bruno! Coming down. Catch me. Oh God, okay, you can't survive that one. Gotcha.
As usual, I was beginning to worry.
You always worry.
Can you blame me? You're like an errant child.
And you're like a fussy aunt.
You could at least leave my gender intact.
A fussy uncle, then.
Thank you.
Or you could stay here. Permanently.
Volkov! Get down with this girl!
So after Bruno, our companion and father figure and mentor, dies in an unconfirmed death to a sniper shot in the back, we have to fight our way out of Morocco, which goes incredibly well.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
This is unbearable! Pull over this instant! I'd rather walk to the airport than listen to this filth! I thought this was supposed to be a civilized country!
So the thing with No One Lives Forever, NOLF, can I call you NOLF? Yeah, they say it's fine. The thing with NOLF is that they put things in the earlier levels that you can't really access because you need later game gadgets, which I guess promotes replayability, unless you're me, in which case you ignore the mine-detecting sunglasses and just fucking wing the minefield. I made it! Oh my God, I was about to give up. I thought it was impossible. We just need to get out of here. Please.
Needless to say, the Morocco assignment was an unmitigated disaster.
Well, I think we can classify Morocco as a complete disaster.
Okay, I think Morocco was a complete disaster. This mission sends us to Berlin on a search and rescue to extract a German biophysicist named Dr. Schenker. My favourite part of this mission is the absolutely absurd code phrases you have to use with your contacts and how much they lament the words coming out of their own mouths.
Guten Abend, Fräulein. Do you make love to strangers?
Certainly not.
Then allow me to introduce myself.
Why not just introduce yourself to a police officer and spare me the trouble?
Who makes up these ghastly code phrases anyway?
Hello?
Are you free tonight, or will it cost me?
More than you can afford.
Why must I be made to say such idiotic things?
Want to come in for a game of Twister?
I'd rather run over you with my car.
These code phrases have a somewhat confessional tone to them.
You are the most beautiful girl I have ever seen. Can you cook and clean too?
No, but I can put you in the hospital if you want. Maybe you can find someone to take care of you there. Maybe.
What sort of imbecile says things like this? Even though the words were not mine, I am so disgusted with myself that I must return home and wash myself with soap.
I don't want to talk to you.
You say to me, you little bitch? Huh? You don't want to talk to me, huh? How does this feel? Hey, guess what I have? It's called a lipstick bomb. What? Hey fellas, where's the secret scientist? What?
I found this money on the ground outside. I thought it might be yours.
Wait, you're the contact?
Go quickly. Do not get
Didn't you just shoot me up before, you bastard? I've introduced the cameras, and boy howdy do they like using them. Apparently every evil organization has 44 cameras on the wall. I don't know if it's going to see those bodies, but we should be fine. See? Stealth in this game consists of you trying to kill someone before they shoot their loud gun and set off the alarms. This is great, ready? Hey, what the hell? My friend's dead. What's up, you fuckers? Who's next? Oh shit, that was my contact. I'm sorry, sir. I can't help myself. I need to do this.
Proceed with the experiment. Over. You don't have to say over. It's not a radio. I like to say it. Over. Fine. How is the goat? Over. The goat is nervous. How do you think the goat is? You don't have to shout. Over.
Every NPC in this game has so much personality. After some expert sneaking, we arrive at Dr. Schenker. He must be a really good scientist too, because he notices we're a woman.
They sent a woman to liberate me? My God in Himmel.
We get out just as quietly as we came in. And then I lost Schenker for about 10 minutes because he was hiding like a little baby. So what, he first-hand witnessed me gun down 12 men in cold blood. Grow up, you little bitch.
Good girl.
We learn that Schenker has the ability to create this poison that makes the person who ingested it explode horrifically. And I don't mean in a gore explosion, I mean in like a literal bomb explosion. Han wants to use this power to set off explosions around the world targeting important figures. And then mid-flight, our plane gets boarded. Get the hell off my plane, you dumb fuckers!
For a lovely relaxing flight.
Sleep tight, lassie.
You're not going to kill her?
If she wakes up, she can fend for herself. If she dies, then she ain't really a Scot.
That's just grand.
You know what this means. Out the plane we go.
Well, that's unexpected. Make sure she doesn't land on her feet.
No one it really does capture the campiness of these 60s spy movies, doesn't it? Incredible. Okay, post Indie Mouse here. Don't kill this guy. He has the parachute you need to steal. Otherwise this happens.
Please be full of hay! Please be full of hay!
Yeah, it's not full of hay, brother. I've been there before.
You've now managed to botch 2 high-profile, high-stakes missions. Care to explain?
How about eat my ass, Smithy? Is that an option? So technically this is the 7th level, but it's the 4th mission, since missions are cut up into multiple levels. So I don't know if I'll be counting them from here on out as mission 1, 2, and 3. But this time, we're headed to Hamburg to try and find where the weird Scottish man took Dr. Schenker. We have to meet up with this absolute meathead named Tom Goodman. This is what he looks like. He acts exactly as you'd expect.
Well, I'm sorry, but I didn't realize I was going to have to babysit on this assignment.
Our rendezvous is in a club. A busy club. Only one thing to do. Go through the window.
But my girlfriend is in there now.
Perhaps you should have come together. Then you would not be in this situation, and I would not have to listen to you shouting at me.
I'm just getting warmed up.
It's not my fault that you're out here and she is in there. It is your fault. She is your girlfriend. You should have known better than to ask her to wait for you inside a club that is known to fill up every single night.
Hey, baby, wanna dance?
What's wrong with you? You fucked up motherfucking bastard! What the
We're also introduced to another one of the antagonists named Igna Wegner. I'm gonna save you the trouble of listening to her sing. You're welcome.
So what's the plan?
Well, the first thing is to find out who the goon is.
Excuse me?
You're being watched. If you can lure him someplace quiet, I'll jump him and find out what he's after.
That's very noble of you, but I think I can handle that little fella.
Suit yourself.
Where should I ambush him?
Try the ladies' room.
Ow!
Hey, what the hell? I like to get toxic darted? It's like walking into Blighttown for the first time. You bitch. Look at this, the most suspicious man on planet Earth. And he slowly follows you. What's up, Herbert? Take one of these. Take one of these.
No, please, don't you shit.
We've been set up, man. Where did all these goons come from? Hey, they killed that guy. What the hell? Man, that's not gonna look good on my endgame chart.
What's going on?
Uh-oh. Here, 99.
Did you find out anything?
I was ambushed.
Hey, can you speak up? The music's loud. I hate this guy. He's everywhere. Everywhere I go, this fucker's there. Maybe he's the bad guy. Before we start the next mission, we begin our insight into the elite guard hip chicks. I had completely forgotten about these characters, and apparently it was for good reason. They tease these 3 elite ladies throughout the game, only for them to show up near the end of the game unannounced and get gunned down. Although I will admit their health pool is large and they do throw a mean grenade, but that's about all they have going for them.
I can be subtle.
Then explain that shirt.
What's wrong with it?
We then sneak onto a boat, get knocked out again by the Scottish guy, and left to drown in a sinking ship. But we don't drown. That'd be a really short game. Goodman decides to blow up the ship while we're on it, to stick it to the baddies without telling us. Goodman. Good man, huh? What a name. Now, unfortunately, the reason we were on the ship is to get some intel. We don't have time to get the intel, and that forces us into an underwater level to retrieve it. Not a lot happens in this one, except we do get to harpoon this guy in the dick to the wall. So that's something. I'll skip the rest of this level for the good of mankind.
You are proving to be an inadequate operative, Agent Archer. You have yet to carry off a successful mission.
It's because these missions are bullshit, Charles. What the hell have you sent me into?
I'm not sure. On my way here, a big bald chap with an eye patch poked me in the leg with his umbrella. I've been a bit gassy ever since.
I say!
What a rude fellow. No wonder you're upset. I hope he apologized. Actually, he said au revoir and handed me a lily.
Okay, so this is when we get Harm's demands. They wouldn't be an evil organization without demands. Unfortunately for me, the demands are done through a 6-minute puppet show, which I have half the mind to play in full, but no one actually wants that.
A puppet?
The puppet tells us what we've kind of figured out already, that they're pumping people full of this explosive liquid that Dr. Schenker created, and they're just creating these human bombs. A brilliant evil genius plan, honestly. They also tell us that they're going to detonate people in 6-hour intervals until their demands are met. Their demands are
£50 million sterling, the continent of Australia, and an internationally recognised holiday to be known as Praise Be to Harm Day.
I take the ownership of Australia kind of personal, so we're not going to let this one happen. They say they have one antidote that would be possible for us to create, so our task is to get Schenker out and figure out who's on the list of people they're turning into human bombs. The next mission is a Man of Influence. It's one of the missions where if you get discovered, it's game over, and yeah, the intro of this one took me a little bit. No. I said no. Ugh. What the hell is this lady doing? Hey, I'm gonna kill you. That's it, I'm gonna kill you. 99. Bit. No! The camera! Shit. Oh, hello. Good night. Oh, hello. No! I went through the wall! Shit. Alright, light the trash on fire. Hide in here, the guard goes and checks it. Fuck! I hate this. No! Also, if you hop onto the train in this level, you go for a trip around the world. I don't know if it affects anything, like your mission rating at the end, but it's a nice touch.
Sergeant Magnus Armstrong. Well, well. It was Armstrong, all right. I'm sure of it.
Excellent work, Archer.
What do you want us to do now?
What's wrong with Goodman?
Try to interview the Baron at his estate. We need to know if he's involved.
You think it might be someone within the organization?
I'm hoping that you and Goodman can answer that question.
Aye, sir. We'll do our best. Let's go.
Well, I hope you brought some secret charm powder or something, otherwise you're in big trouble.
I've got better weapons in mind.
Like what?
You've been staring at them all afternoon.
Huh?
We find a connection to Harm in the character Dumard. He kind of looks like an overweight version of the guy from Jumanji. You know the one.
You miserable coward! Come back and face me like a man!
He's an absolutely useless hunter, and this interview lasts for like 25 questions. He's an idiot, okay? That's all the information you gather here. He's an idiot.
Well, you see, a man has certain choices he can make. Some choices are wise ones, and some are not. So I suppose you could say that making wise choices is an important step in one's tireless quest for wisdom.
Shut up. Shut up, for the love of God, shut up! We can zap her. Alright, get the Home Alone Marv clips ready. Oh lord, she coming! Okay, look. This isn't gonna go down as one of the best boss fights in video game history, okay? That's fair. Oh, I could move in the cutscene. Okay, never mind, it's the best video game boss fight ever. Oh yeah, baby. Ignore my health, I'm fine. Oh shit, they have a helicopter! Look, I'm good, but I'm not take out a helicopter with lipstick good.
But I saw you fall out of the plane without a parachute.
Oh, that. Will someone loan me one on the way down? Very generous of him.
Alright, careful here, Schenker. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but these pads have lightning pads. They're deadly. Come on, man, you're a scientist! We end up saving Dr. Schenker, but sadly, it's too late for this guy. He has a rocket launcher! What the hell, man? Oh, you guys packing... Ah! The next mission we're sent on, we tackle DE Aztec. One thing I like in this one, there's this nice little Easter egg intel story about Harm being sued by the Hair Alternative Replacement membership. Pretty much just for having the same initials as them. It's kind of like in The Office where the university wants to buy out Ryan's business Wolf for having the same initials as them just because they want the website.
Is there any particular branch of Washington University?
The Washington University Public Health Fund.
WUPHF.
Oh, God.
They only want it for the initials.
The domain name, yeah, they do.
But the main part of this mission is finding their secret rocket base. See, we learn that the only place you can make the antidote for these poor saps being blown up is... space! So naturally, of course, we end up in space, and whilst undercover, we steal a laser pistol, which is a personal favourite of mine because when you shoot someone, they just freeze in time and disappear into the abyss. Not a lot happens on this spaceship. We do run into this guy.
Why?
Because you obviously need to learn some manners.
Why don't you spank me instead?
We also run into these two scientists about to get down.
Oh, hello. We're just doing inventory.
We get our antidote, but we get caught in a meteor field, but narrowly escape on one of the escape pods, leaving the rest of the suckers to perish. With the antidote in hand, we have a few last things to clear up, like the punching match with Magnus Armstrong. And I tell you what, in hard mode, this was a bitch. If you get too far away, he throws a bomb that is almost guaranteed to hit you at all times, and if you punch him, he will 100% hit you back no matter how fast you're strafing past him. So naturally I found a way to cheese him on top of this bed. He can still throw a grenade sometimes, which ruins the whole thing, but eventually it worked. You know, whatever works.
I may be a villain, but I'm not a liar. A promise is a promise.
What about you?
Time to look for a new job, I suppose. I'm definitely not sticking around here to discuss your escape with the Baroness.
The list of names. Where does the Baroness keep it?
Sorry, I
Can't help you.
Do you have any idea how many innocent people will die if the Baroness isn't stopped?
What do I care?
Don't give me that. Imagine some crazy woman with a chip on her shoulder blew up your mum. How would that make you feel?
My mum's already dead.
Answer my question, you big ox, or I'll pummel you so bad you'll be picking your own teeth out of your arse.
Okay, fine, I'd be sad. Is that what you want to hear? I might even cry like a ninny. Are you happy now?
Just think about all the people that'll lose their mums and their sons and their wives, all because some power-mad Baroness had a bad childhood. You want that on your conscience?
All right, enough, fine. As far as I know, she keeps the bloody thing in a safe in her underground lair. There's an elevator behind a woodpile downstairs. You're a resourceful lass, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, we have 7.5 minutes left to live. Turns out when we took that dart to the neck back in the nightclub, I think I made a Dark Souls joke or something. That's the explosive virus, it turns out. It's fine. There's an antidote right here. And who's gonna stop me from getting it? This dweeb? I don't think so. Thank you, good sir. I am healed. Time to thrive, baby. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, come on, Cate.
The girl is gone.
I should have had her shot.
Yes, you should have.
Well, no matter. She'll be dead soon enough.
Wrong. She got the antidote.
She's resourceful, all right.
I'll find her.
This is certainly a secret lair. Great commentary. We got the list of names.
That's unexpected. You meddlesome imp. Guards, kill her.
You could have shot me. What is this? Come on. I've killed 4 million of your guards. Hey, hey, hey! Oops. Hey, remember those hip chick spy elite girls? Well, here's how much damage they take. These are all hitting, by the way. There we go. Oh no, the Baroness poisoned her husband? I mean, he was an idiot, sure. Hey! Freeze, you fucker! This is your regal finale. Oh. Okay, never mind. Cut all my stuff out. That was funnier.
Cate Archer. Know this, little girl. Harm does not die with me.
I think you'll survive your wounds.
It's not my wounds you should be worried about.
Oh shit!
Pardon me.
I've got to get
She gonna
everybody off the
blow!
streets.
We scramble to get everyone into the buildings. We scramble. This one took me a while. I died to the explosion many times because I missed one little fucker. And then I didn't know which building to stand in, but it turns out you don't need to stand in any buildings. You just need to save that one guy that I missed. Regardless, Baroness blows up and harm is done. Just like that, we successfully defeated the baddies.
Poor pathetic creature.
Or so we thought.
Well, I'm going to go home and see if my wife remembers me. See you both tomorrow.
I'd best be going too. I haven't bathed in 3 days. I imagine I'm a bit ripe.
Is this how it ends, then?
How what ends?
Saving the world. That's what we did, right?
Yes, that is what we did.
Is it always like this? Weary farewells and shuffling off home for a hot bath and a good night's sleep?
A good night's sleep if you're lucky.
You were right. Last night I slept peacefully for the first time since my father died.
How touching.
Tom?
You owe me more than you can imagine, Ms. Archer.
I thought you...
You have no idea what I put myself through, and I'm not gonna get a dime for it thanks to you.
You're the traitor.
I knew I hated this guy. And I appreciate the irony that the only safe place to not die is in the grave. Very funny. And just when we thought it was Mr. Goodman behind everything, we get another classic spy twist that Mr. Smithy, our go-to man in the conferences, was actually the traitor. And just as he's about to shoot Cate, our main man, Chief Jones, actually shoots him instead. Jones was onto him for a while now, and Cate says he could have at least warned Bruno, but guess what? He did. And Bruno is fine. It was a fake-out death that even Ms. Archer didn't know about. She's pretty angry about the whole thing, but then she gets a holiday, and that's the end of No One Lives Forever. There is some weird after-credits mission about Harm still actually existing, and they're all wearing monkey masks, but I don't know, man. I don't remember any of this. It might be part of the Game of the Year edition, and honestly, it doesn't really matter. It wasn't very good anyway. But I hope you enjoyed this journey through No One Lives Forever. If you did, likes and comments will support it, and maybe we'll play through the second one, which in my opinion is an even better game in the series. And I'll see you next time.
Such a